What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This is Marketing with Dev. Make sure you guys give me a like, comment, subscribe, and hit those bell notifications so you can be notified when I drop new videos just like this one. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can analyze your Facebook ad data and scale your winning ads. And a lot of people, a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs have difficulty when it comes to this subject. So I'm going to make sure that I cover this for you guys. But before we get into that, if you guys want to learn a proven Facebook ad strategy that is responsible for over $10 million in sales, then what you need to do is click the link in the description and sign up for my free Facebook ads workshop. So this is not a usual workshop or a usual training. I'm literally going to be giving away my entire strategy that I've been using for my paying clients to you for free. All you have to do is show up and receive it. So if that sounds good, make sure you guys click the link in the description and register for that. But now that that's out of the way, let's get right into the video. So as you guys can see, we are in the Facebook Ads Manager. And again, I have another simple campaign that I used from my last video. And the reason why I use this again, because it's fresh, right? The numbers are very small. So it just makes it very easy for everyone to understand, right? Not that much money has been spent, not that much results have been generated. So when the numbers are smaller, I found that it's easier to teach and it's easier for people to wrap their brains around. So let's take a look at what we have. So originally we had, let's take a look at this campaign. So we had one campaign with 3 ad sets and 3 different ads. So this morning I turned off this one. We're waiting for some other creative to come back from our editor, and then we're going to turn off this one as well because they're just underperforming, right? So I believe these have been running for maybe 2 or 3 days. And as you guys can see here, looking at the results, 3 to 1 and then 1, far more reach with less spend actually. Cost per result, $11.61 compared to $36 and $35, and again, spent less money. Look at the difference in link clicks between this one and this one and this one, right? So 151 compared to 13 and 14. A lot of people don't think link clicks are important, but they are. And the reason why link clicks are important and they're an important indicator is that if you don't click my link, then that means you didn't even go to my landing page. You can't even visit my landing page or my website unless you click a link first, right? So you may click the link and then get to my landing page and it doesn't convert you. There maybe the copy isn't right or the headline isn't right. But if I know that you got to my landing page, or if I know that you clicked the link, then I know at least my ad and my copy did something right. So that's why this is a very important indicator. Cost per link click, 23 cents compared to $2.81 and $2.57, right? So it's not even close. This is a no-brainer. Click-through rate. This click-through rate is lower just because it has so much more link clicks, right? So it's going to bring it down. Clicks 254, and it's the same thing with the regular click-through rate. Because it has so many clicks, it's going to bring down the average of the actual percentage, which is 1.25% compared to 3.56 and 4.50. And in case you guys don't know, click-through rate, the percentage of impressions where a click occurred out of the total number of impressions. And another metric that I like to use is post saves and post shares. This just kind of lets us know that people are valuing the content, right? They're thinking it's actually a good piece of content that they got value from, because they're not going to save or share an ad unless it was something that actually helped them or they might want to look at again later. So looking at this one got 3 shares. And that probably explains why this reach is so much higher than the rest of them with the same amount of ad spend. So this is why it's important to create real high quality creative, because if people like it and it catches on, people will share it. And now you're getting more eyeballs on your ads for free, right? You're not even gonna have to pay for those. So as you guys can see in pretty much every aspect, this image 1 was the clear winner, right? So now what do you do once we have a winner? So the first thing we did, right? We cut this one, we turned this ad set off, or this ad off, because it wasn't converting to the way we liked it. This one is going to get shut off soon as well. But what we're going to do is try to analyze why this was a winner and create variations of that. So this is what I mean. So I'll show you guys. So this is my guy, Phil. He's letting us use his account for these examples. So let's take a look, right? So as we can see here, let's say we're looking at this one, so 700 plus credit score. You've already done the hard part. Now turn it into 250,000. Schedule a call, right? So he's a business funding coach. He helps people get funded, helps them get business funding, personal funding, things like that. right? So it's very important for us that we are reaching people who have a 700 plus credit score, which is why this headline is what it is. And I believe that is the reason why we're getting high quality leads. And what I told my graphic design editor right now is we're going to keep this exactly the same, because this is our first initial test, right? So all we know is that people are responding to this image more so than the other two, but we don't necessarily know why. So when we are lacking data, we kind of have to just try some hypothesis. And if they're wrong, they're wrong. So I believe that this headline and the call to action is a key contributor to why the ads are being successful, and the color as well. So I'm going to leave the color, pretty much I'm going to leave everything exactly the same except this middle text. If you guys can see my cursor where I'm hovering over. So I'm going to create 4 variations of different text. And why are we going to do that? Because it's pretty much similar, right? We want, this ad is working, right? So then we want to dig deeper and not necessarily wider. So digging wider would be, okay, this worked. Well, let's try some different colors. Let's try a different headline, different call to action, whatever the case may be. Digging deeper is just meaning we're going to focus our attention on a single area, right? So we're not going to try to change the headline, change the color, change the, the picture of Phil or whatever the case may be. We're going to start with small changes, right? We want to dig as deep as possible. So this worked. So we don't even necessarily want to change too much because whatever about this image people like. So we want to kind of keep it as similar as we can, at least for this initial test, until we have more information, right? Because we have not yet confirmed why for certain they like this image, right? So we're just kind of rolling with some guesses right now. So I'm going to read you guys some of the variations that we're going to be trying. So as you guys can see here, this middle text says, you've already done the hard part, now turn it into 250,000. And I'm going to be creating 4 new variations of the same exact ad, just with this different middle text. So now I'll have 5 ads that I can deploy that theoretically, in theory, should perform well. But of course, we don't know that until we actually test it out. And we're going to see which one performs the best, if the original performs the best, or if one of the variations becomes even better. And then after that, we can do the same thing again, or we can test, a different headline, we can test a different call to action, different image of Phil. There's so many different things that we can test, right? So some of the variation text is going to be the following. So the first one is, now use it to unlock 250,000 in funding fast. The second one is, now let your credit score earn you $250,000. The third one is, most people stop at the credit score. Smart one, turn it into 250,000. And the fourth one is, you're just one step away from $250,000. So as you guys are hearing, he helps people with a 700 plus credit score get access to $250,000 in funding. So that's what this offer is about. He's trying to get as many people as possible to help get them funded for their businesses or whatever projects they have going on. So for you guys are going to do the same exact thing. Whether it be a video or an image, whatever it is, you're just going to dig deeper, right? You're not going to dig wide. You're going to try to start with one thing. You're not going to try to change everything, because until you get more data, you're not going to know exactly why people are resonating with whatever content you are advertising. This is one way to actually scale your ads, and that's just by making a bunch of other similar ads of your winners, right? And that scaling strategy actually does work well, right? So it's definitely something that you guys should definitely do. I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't think that you should. And like I said earlier in the video, if you guys want my exact strategy that I've been using for all of my clients to generate over $10 million in sales with Facebook ads since 2020, click the link in the description, schedule for my free Facebook ads workshop, and I will teach you step by step my entire process for absolutely free. If you don't believe me, register below and find out for yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure you guys leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and hit those bell notifications so you can be notified when I drop new videos just like this one. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.